We're live. What was that noise?
Ryan farted.
Excuse me. My bad.
Sorry, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen,
Is that Taco Bell?
welcome back to the Turn Left Podcast. I am your host, Ethan Ayers. Backstage, we've got Tina in the house.
What up?
I was going to say tonight we've got Tina. I don't know what I was
Yeah,
going
that
to say.
got super awkward.
We've
super
got
quick.
Tana in the back. And not for long, though. It's going to be,
Okay.
we got a baby monitor going off, so it will be put on hold for a little while.
It happens, but
It
no
happens.
worries.
Ryan also is in the backstage. He's
Hello.
backup producer.
Hello.
He might switch over to the Titans chair here shortly.
It would be a Cowboys chair when I sit in it, but Titans is cool too.
Go ahead and switch over to the chair.
Oh, okay, absolutely. Switched over.
NASCAR news. In fact, I need you to look up the NASCAR race. I don't even know if it's over. I know the Dominion race is over. Apparently, I think Cameron Ruggles won. He got the pole through the number one pill, or I think his mom did for him. Shout out to Shannon Ruggles. And you know, I wasn't able to watch the race. I was putting the kids. Ran away with it and won the race. So congratulations to Cameron Ruggles. I will check it out later because Alex was running the race too, my brother. So I'm not sure where Alex finished. I think second. I need to check in on it, but I'll definitely watch the race later. Whoever went live for it, and like I said, congratulations to Cameron Ruggles. It's a tight points battle up there. I mean, I think Alex should be leading. I don't know. Now that I don't know how tonight went. I don't know how it'll mix it up. So we'll check in on that. We will have some updated points for you, maybe even on the page tomorrow or something, or maybe even if we can find out by the end of the episode. I don't expect Ryan to do that because that would be way hard. I'm saying if somebody comments and lets me know what the current point situation should be.
I could do anything, Ethan.
No, that's a really weird point system they have up there. So, the NASCAR race, I'm going to find out here in a second. You said you had something weird you wanted to talk about. Do you want to start off fresh with that? Don't shock our fans. How weird is it?
No. It's not. Okay. It's not weird at all. It's but it's. I mean, it kind of be a little lengthy topic there. But I don't know if you heard about Dak Prescott having that little sit down, and he opened up about his depression and whatnot during COVID and whatnot, and his brother committed suicide and passed away.
Dak Prescott's brother committed suicide during COVID?
Yeah, it was a couple months ago. You didn't hear about?
No.
That was a couple months ago, but this interview came out this past week.
I don't follow that many NFL pages because they post so much politics. They've lost a lot of their fans, and I'm one of them.
True. Give me 1 second here, because this guy that interviews, it's like a thing he does on, I don't know if it's on a network on TV.
They haven't lost fan. I mean, I'm going to watch tomorrow when the Titans play, but I'm just saying, like, as far as social media,
yeah,
everybody posts so much political, and then NFL's doing it too. It's like, guys.
It's called In-Depth Graham. Have you heard about that? In-Depth Graham?
I've heard of that show or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so it's that interview guy, and he did Dak Prescott. And that's when he, came
out saying he had depression just during COVID, or he's always had depression. And
he said it started because of COVID, when COVID started, and then his brother committed suicide during COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be depressed too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. So we opened up about that, and I don't know if you heard about Skip Bayless. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Skip Bayless came out, and this was.
Don't offend me.
No, I'm not. No, my bad. But 2 days ago, he did it on his first whatever it does with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
And he came out and criticized Dak Prescott for pretty much saying, why would he come out if he's a real leader as a quarterback? You wouldn't talk about that kind of stuff, and criticized his depression almost. And it was on Suicide Prevention Day. On top of that is when Skip Bayless did this.
Okay.
So it was a huge thing, the past 2 days. Everyone was talking about it all over the sports network and stuff like that, First Take.
So if nobody understands what Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp are, they're instigators. No, they are both instigators.
True, but Skip Bayless has a history.
They contradict themselves all the times because they're literally trying so hard to instigate some shit, not even against themselves.
Yeah.
Or each other, sometimes literally against themselves. They will literally just say the most either woke or unwoke things just to get a rise out of people, to get ratings, to get views, and that's what they are now. They're not.
That's exactly what Rich Eisen said.
They're not speaking from the heart anymore.
Yeah.
They're just saying stuff like that way. Shannon, because they're never on the same side of the ball. You notice that they're always. It's just a big fucking argument.
But what's crazy is that Fox didn't even back them up. Like right after that, their segment ended, Fox came out and put on Twitter that they apologize. They don't back up anything Skip said. He is separate from what Fox represents.
That doesn't bring down the views and the views for
no. But I'm just saying
it's
it's interesting that, and
No,
haven't heard
they'll
anything
go
from
to any
Shannon
level.
yet. I haven't heard anything from Shannon yet. I'm interested to see what Shannon.
Well, it's not that big of a. I mean, it is a big deal, but it's not.
No,
If anybody would have thought that they'd both say,
not they. I wouldn't throw Shannon Sharp in this because he had nothing to do with what Skip said. You know what I
I'd
mean?
throw
Skip,
Shannon. I mean, think about what Shannon Sharp said about Cowboy Cerrone after UFC with Conor McGregor. Think about right next to Joe Rogan and all that.
I didn't hear about any of that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just literally all they do is try to instigate shit to try to disrespect players and fighters and whatever.
Yeah.
So that it'll be a hot topic so that me and you will talk about it right now and everybody will go to their clip and tune in.
True, but
it's all about clickbait.
Talk
it's
about
just,
someone's
they're
depression,
Fox
though,
and CNN.
is something.
They don't give a shit,
I understand.
dude.
I understand criticizing someone's play or someone's effort or whatever you want to call it. That's sports.
Dude,
talk,
they're not journalists for morals anymore. That ship sailed 5 years ago. I don't know if you've been. It's like ESPN reporting.
No, I'm with you, but I didn't
shit.
think I've never seen Skip Bayless go this far with it. I know he's.
I've seen them both go just as far all the time. That's all they ever do. They literally just they pick one side. They're probably to do a show with each other. They're probably very very. They think very similarly. Is all I'm going to say. And all they do is argue because they don't think that these things. They argue points. They play devil's advocate.
But that's what those shows are. Same thing with First Take. First Take's the same way. But I'm saying there's also
so that people
I don't want to
talk
say
about it.
Yeah, boundaries. First Take doesn't dabble into anything of that nature, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I've never heard anything of Shannon going that far either. You said something about him talking about a UFC. I don't know what he said exactly about it.
That's well, in a week from now when Shannon does it again, it happens every 2 weeks. When he does it, everybody will forget about Skip Bayless, and they do this cycle. They literally just say ridiculous shit that they don't mean just for views. Now we're talking about it here. But I'm just saying, he doesn't think that. He doesn't think that. He just said it for views.
But they also say it on suicide prevention. I mean,
I do it here every Saturday night. I'm not hating on the man. He's just way better than me. I'm just kidding. I try to speak from the heart, but no, they're both just the biggest bullshitters in the industry, dude. That's why they're as famous as they are.
Fair enough.
They don't mean anything that they say. You could talk to both of them right after that, and he'd be like, "Of course I don't mean that." Suicide's. My daughter suffers from depression. You know what I mean? Like he'd just be like, "Yeah, I'm literally just talking out of my asshole."
I agree with you on the Skip part. I don't know too much about
they're
Shannon
both
doing that, but
I
watch.
That's why it's the perfect show because they're both fucking out of their minds.
I disagree. I hate that show. I can't stand it.
Well, you were watching it, weren't you?
Well, no, I watched the In-Depth Graham.
Yeah, see, people that don't even watch the show end up watching these parts because they're so radical.
Well, then I watched Rich Eisen's, podcast or his, sports talk or whatever it is, and he talked about Skip Bayless talking about it, and that's when I pulled it up and heard Skip Bayless what he said.
See what I'm saying, though? It doesn't matter how many they talked about it because it was
true. I know what you mean. And Rich Eisen said the same thing. That's exactly what Skip Bayless is.
He knew what he was doing when he said it.
He's biting, yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
But I've just never seen Skip Bayless go that far is what I'm saying. And that's what caught my eye,
You don't watch the show.
And it's a Cowboy player.
You said you don't watch the show.
No, I don't. But I'm familiar with First Take. He's on First Take before. Skip Bayless has been around for years.
Both of them have, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying Shannon Sharp was a player. Skip Bayless has been doing this for. This is what Skip Bayless does.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp is a former Hall of Fame, excellent. He's new to this, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm referring to Skip Bayless. I don't watch his show, but I know who he is and I'm familiar with him.
It just keeps on going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trust me.
I'll
be doing the same story in a month from now, and it'll be something even more radical.
Well, I hope not about Dak Prescott. That's a Cowboy right there. So that's also why.
That's why you're sensitive about it. You're Dak Prescott.
Come on, what?
He's not even that good, Ryan.
I know he's great. There's a big difference between good and great, my friend.
You're one of the Dak Prescott fans? I know Cowboy fans that hate Dak Prescott.
Whoa, then they're not actual Cowboy fans.
Yeah, they are.
I like to sit down and talk
they're
to
a fan
those
of
people.
the Cowboys being good, so that's why they don't like Dak Prescott.
Really? Because
I had Dak Prescott on my fantasy team. He's good.
Then you're,
Either way, I don't get butthurt when somebody's like, he talked about his depression, and then I talk about it afterward.
Well, no one got butthurt, but it was something that it was interesting
Somebody
to click
did.
on. You know what I mean?
No, not you did, but somebody did. That's why there's a bunch of fuss about it.
Well, there's a fuss about it because it's wrong. It shouldn't have been. You know what I mean?
See?
I think Fox should.
It's not wrong. You can talk about whatever he wants. It is probably wrong, but I'm just saying.
Morally speaking, I think it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I don't want to say like as far as like credibility or anything like that, but it's like, he loses respect.
Yeah, we ain't
you know
got
what I
time
mean?
for them
So,
losers. They both suck. And they don't
yeah,
say anything they actually mean.
So I think it does mean something.
What'd you do this past weekend? You said you went and visited the fam?
Yeah, saw my family.
Fist fought your grandma about some politics or something? That's always good.
Nah, I did that.
Don't talk about the politics. I don't want us to even know which
now
side
that
you're
you
on
brought
or
it
your
up.
grandma. yeah.
Yeah, no.
Vote for no.
No, but yeah, I got to see my two nieces.
That's cool.
Beautiful. It was my sister-in-law's birthday actually. I know it was
Shout out
9/11
to
yesterday, but
we don't want to name drop her actually. Shout out to your sister-in-law.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my sister-in-law. Great woman.
Happy
Great
birthday.
Woman. Strong woman.
Very great
Happy
woman.
Birthday.
I've heard good things. He talks about you all the time.
Oh, stop it.
I'd almost be worried if I
I'm
was his
blushing,
brother.
but you can't
know
see
what I
it.
mean? It's kind of weird at this point. But anyway, I still never
Just a
checked.
little bit.
I never checked who won. Has anybody commented who won the NASCAR race on the stream?
Let me just find that right here.
Check that iPad. Right.
Be easier if I do it here.
I've got it on my phone. Brad Keslowski is leading right now.
Andrew Fuller says, "Yo,
shit.
what's up, Andrew? Good hands, Ethan."
No, I did not catch it.
No.
All right. I'm in search of an iRacing computer or some type of nice computer. Is it live been going this whole time? Hot dog.
Yeah, live this whole time.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm not trying to.
What up, Jim
I'm
Allen?
not trying to get pissed tonight. At this
No,
live
bro.
thing. It's been messing up lately, and it really makes me mad.
No one's getting mad.
We finally get the audio and everything figured out, and then live starts not working. Like,
Well, shit
grinds my
happens.
gears. Okay?
I know it does. I know.
It's always something.
That's
all
why.
right.
That's why there's a balance here. That's why I'm here. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I hung out with my dog.
What's up,
Again.
Bristol?
I hung out with my family too. In fact,
Nice,
shout out to
bro.
my mom. My mom makes the best deviled eggs.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of devil.
Oh, yeah?
Stop it. Oh,
I do too.
Ooh.
I mean, I like them. I eat a couple.
I haven't had some in like 12 years almost, man. It's been a while.
Really?
I can't remember the last time I had some.
Well, your family's failing you big time. You need to
I-
talk to my mom because this is the problem. She asked me before she came over.
Mhm.
Like I said, shout out, love you, mom. But asked
Shout
me
out to all the
before,
moms out there
what should I bring over? Maybe deviled eggs.
and Mama Maris.
And right away, I was like, awesome, yes. And then
Hell
I
yeah.
said,
Hell
hold
yeah.
on now. Best deviled eggs in Virginia? She only knows how to make 400 of them. So it's like a party of like 6, not even a party. And I'm like, yeah, you can bring some deviled eggs. And she brings over 5 trays full of deviled eggs.
That's awesome.
And deviled eggs don't really last that long.
No, they don't. But
She's literally expecting every person to eat 26 deviled eggs.
well, they're
I'm
that
like,
good.
Mom, you didn't mean, like, Mom, remember when you go buy the eggs, remember each egg makes 2 deviled eggs. You know what I mean? Like, I thought about going through this whole talk, and then she's like, I'll bring it. She makes also the best Caesar salad in Virginia. Probably all the nation, but I haven't been that many places.
Sounds like she's a master chef, bro.
Yeah, Susan's Sandwich Shop. Check it
Shout
out.
out to Mama Maris.
But, so I told her to keep in mind that, and then she's like, I'll bring over Caesar salad. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Double whammy.
Well, no, not both. I was like, do that. Because, well, when she brings over the 72 trays of deviled eggs.
Does she not go over top of the Caesar salad, though?
What?
Does she not go over top of the Caesar salad?
Oh, she does. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm down with that. But.
Okay.
It was instead of the deviled eggs.
Why? Because
that
that
story.
could save better?
Just settle down.
Okay, my bad. I have a million questions.
Because she brings over too many deviled eggs, Ryan. We just went over that.
No, I know, but you're saying instead of bringing deviled eggs, you'd prefer her to bring the Caesar salad.
Yes. Because if not, I will have 46 trays of deviled eggs in my fridge.
I
Let me hit my
understand.
punchline, Ryan.
Fair enough. Go
God
ahead.
damn it.
Finish.
Okay. Well, that race finished anyway. Either way, we had fun. We didn't eat 47 deviled eggs. And now I kind of regret it because I could go for a deviled egg.
No, I know. You keep on bringing these deviled eggs.
They would have been bad by now, though, even. You got to think that's like 5 or 6 days. For a deviled egg,
You freeze one, maybe?
you're
I don't
pushing it. Yeah.
True.
I don't know. You'd have to like vacuum seal it, and I don't know how that would work.
I mean, you never know until you
wouldn't have
try.
to. I don't know. I should have tried that by now with all the deviled eggs I've had that have gone bad in my fridge before. Unfortunately.
Look at my mouth water right now. I want a deviled egg.
What is your prediction on? By the way, Tina is back in the house.
Does your hand hurt, by the way? You slammed
Yeah.
that table kind of hard there.
No, it just it shook the camera because everything's made out of.
I jumped back, by the way, when you
Leaves.
did that. It scared me.
No touching the mic.
Sorry.
The laptop. Could you give that back over to Justin?
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Tina to you, mister.
What's your prediction on Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa?
That's a good question. Israel Adesanya all day. Actually,
Paulo
no.
Costa's undefeated in the UFC.
I know. That's just who I'm more of a fan of, so I'm being biased. But honestly, Paulo Costa.
Why?
What do you mean? Why am I being biased?
No. Why are you a bigger fan of Israel Adesanya?
I like the way he fights. You know, I like the.
It's a more interesting. Yeah.
It's more of a striking. You know,
Yeah.
I consider myself a real MMA fan, so I do appreciate the ground game and stuff. But
I thought you were about to say so I only appreciate striking. I was just gonna be like.
No. But I'm saying of all the kind of I appreciate dirty boxing like Nate Diaz and the Diaz brothers do, but I do like the technical striking. You know, what I mean, he's very technical, and I respect that aspect of MMA. So I like fighters like that, and he's very technical with it, for sure. You know, and he's very accurate, precise. You know, and they always say precision beats power. You know that saying. So I think that's,
Yeah,
but
Paulo Costa's got power, but he doesn't really have much other than because he's a shorter guy too. Israel Adesanya is way taller than all these guys. That's another thing too. Is he a little bit too big?
Is who's the other guy? Costa? I don't know. Paulo Costa. Does he have good cardio? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking.
I think so because most of his fights, I don't think he has that many knockouts. And like I said, he's undefeated in the UFC.
Then I'd say if
both of them are.
The longer it goes, the more advantage that Costa has because he's bigger. You know, I feel like he could wear him down, especially if he gets to the ground. If it stays on the feet, I mean, obviously, I think Adesanya has the advantage for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if it gets on the ground, at least even for one round out of the 5, putting that body on him, that's gonna wear him down for sure in the later rounds. I think so.
I think a lot of people say
I should do this for a living. That's pretty good. Ask me another one.
Well, I think you're sleeping a little bit on Paulo Costa.
No, I'm saying Paulo Costa should win the fight the longer it goes. But if it...
Israel's got good cardio, though, too.
He does, but I'm just saying Costa's bigger, Like how...
Usually that hurts.
Who was...
That's a lot of weight to be carrying around.
Who did Usman just fight? And he beat Masvidal. Yeah, because he leaned him on the cage. He put the pressure on him. That's what I mean by that. If Costa does that, Adesanya, I feel like he'd win. Uses his body that way, uses his body weight, leans on him on the cage, stuff like that, leans on him on the ground if they get to the ground, stuff like, what I mean?
I think Usman's much stronger than Masvidal as opposed to, because Masvidal was on 6 days notice with no training camp.
True, but Costa,
Israel Adesanya is just
Costa's
taller.
like a Wolverine. I mean, that dude's...
He's a beast.
That's what I'm saying. He's more of a beast than Usman is, I feel like. Usman's a better wrestler, but Costa's just got that grit, you know what I mean?
Did you hear about what about Gaethje versus Khabib? What do you pick on that?
Well, that's not a fair question. I mean,
don't curse.
Damn, my bad. I'm sorry. Well, I just did it. Okay,
I thought you were a man of the Lord, Ryan.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes when I get a question like that, it just it happens, my friend. That's why you repent, okay?
What's the answer, Ryan?
Well, it's a very good question, bro. I mean, because it's like Khabib is undefeated, right? Justin Gaethje is known for his knockout in the UFC, but he's actually a background world class wrestler. I know he wasn't in the Olympics. I don't think he was.
0 takedown offense in the UFC though. He's never even tried to take a man down.
And he's going up against. So, honestly, it's a wash for me. It's just gonna be a damn good fight. You know what I mean?
If you don't make a pick, somebody dies.
If it stays on the feet, obviously Gaethje. If it stays on the ground, I mean, Khabib's.
If you don't make a pick, somebody dies.
You know what? We should backtrack because you didn't make a pick for the last fight either. Who'd you think between Costa? I mean, are you trying to pressure?
I was going to make all my picks. I was going to steamroll them. Yeah, I was waiting to see what you said because you're the pro picker.
You're going to slip by after you ask me all these questions.
No, I pick Israel Adesanya.
Oh, you're wrong, but okay, I'm just kidding. Then okay, fine. I'll go get you. I like, man, but Khabib's dad just passed away, so it's like Khabib. No, I like undefeated. I'll go with Khabib. Khabib's going to win.
Which one did you just pick? Are you listening to the show too, Jesse? Tuna? What are we going to call her? Tana? Tuna? Tina?
Tanya?
Yeah, that's next. Still didn't make up for your non-pick. You took 7 minutes of this podcast to not make a pick, Ryan. What
I just
is your
made a pick. I'm with the undefeated Khabib.
Okay.
Were you not? Wasn't?
What's your pick?
I know everyone else is with me there.
What do you think, Tuna?
Look at the comments. They're all with me.
I have no idea.
Conor McGregor.
I know, but just make a pick. No one can take it forever. I was trying to make an example.
I literally was so
just making a pick.
Not even paying attention to this part because I have no knowledge of it that I don't even know who the other person is.
Whoa.
Yeah,
you have some knowledge.
All right. We'll drop some knowledge right now.
All I know
Whoa.
is that he just said Khabib, and that's the only name that I can
Then there
think
we
of
go.
off the top of my head.
And
How do
like
you say
I
his
just
last
Who's
name?
the other one?
Gaethje.
No. How do you say Khabib's last name? Habib.
Nurmagomedov.
think
I
you
knocked
had
that out the
Oh.
park.
I
Shout
think
out
you
to
had
my
it better
I
the
feel
first time.
Hey,
I feel
shout
like
to my
I
brother. I
hear that
pronounced
name
that on.
more, so maybe I'll go with that one.
You what?
I hear that name more.
Well, he's
Like, I feel like you
he's
talk about it
undefeated.
a lot, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's undefeated. Hold. No, go ahead. What are we gonna do? What are we about to do?
All right.
Or you're not gonna say who you? I called it. You about to
I
just
got
slip
Khabib.
away? Okay. All right.
I want
Nurmagomedov?
Gaethje to win.
You weren't gonna say
How
it
do
if
you
I
say
didn't
it?
ask it though. You're gonna go.
I
with the
want
next
Gaethje to win, but I'm picking Khabib.
Why do
If
you
I
want
was a
Gaethje
betting
to win?
man.
Why?
Because he's a striker and he's funner to watch, and he's on the
Okay, fair
up right now.
Khabib could strike too. He knocked down McGregor when they fought. Like
Yeah, he's
I
had
know,
one
but I
punch
know
in
what
his
you.
UFC
I know.
career
I know.
that was
I know
worth
what
the
you mean.
bucks.
I know what you mean. Fair enough. I'm the same way.
How many? He's
I'm
got a
the
lot of
same
technical
way.
knockouts. How many knockouts does he have?
I don't think he doesn't have any. I don't think he has any.
Yeah, he's got technical knockouts. He's
But
grounded.
those
pounded a
are
bunch.
but those are ground and pound knockouts. So that's not like a knockdown from the feet and then you TKO somebody. You get what I'm saying? He's never had that.
I don't think it makes a difference. If you've elbowed a guy 9 times in
It
his
still
face
counts as
and
a
he's, like,
TKO,
bleeding
but
all
as
over-
a striker, it doesn't count as you know.
those strikes hurt. The
Oh,
elbows
for
right to the
all
face.
strikes
They're
hurt.
bad.
Oh yeah, the elbows are the worst, bro.
What was the first? For some reason, I'm losing it. What was the first
I got it.
thing that I had pulled up? First tab,
Your first,
all the way to the left. Not
oh my
wikifeet.
god.
To the left.
Oh, dude, did you hear about the tennis guy that hit the lady in the throat with the tennis ball by accident?
Oh, dude, I did hear that. I
She's
listened-
like,
yeah, man.
yeah, he was like mad and he just lost. He tried to hit it the backstage and it
Yeah,
ended up
he
hitting her,
was-
and right away he was like, oh no. But
Do you
she
think he
was-
should have gotten? He got kicked out of the whole tournament.
I think maybe she
I
should have
agree.
kept her arms behind her back, considering she's a ball girl during a tennis game.
True, but I heard.
And I don't think that they should have 60-year-old women being ball girls during tennis games.
I don't play tennis.
Because like as soon as it came her way, all she did was this, and it came her way the entire time. She took it right to the
But-
throat, and then she's like,
True, but
it's like
but
That's
who
her
who was
job.
wrong? Who was wrong
to
first?
stand there and take the ball to the face.
But who was wrong?
It's her ball
Who
to-
was wrong first, though? You know what I mean?
He was taken out of the tournament because he was unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
Yes.
So regardless of where that ball went, he would have been taken out of the tournament.
Yeah, he should have.
Oh no! They do that all the time. If it would have just hit the back wall, he wouldn't have been taken out.
Well, yeah, sure,
But because it hit her in the throat.
because it hit her, in
And
the
it was
throat,
so
more
close to her.
extreme.
You know,
Did you already play it and stop it?
No.
Oh.
I haven't even. Yeah, I haven't seen the clip, but I heard a lot of.
It only
takes on
takes
this.
about 20 seconds for the ball to get to her throat, and she doesn't even react.
Adrian Baker has the latest.
I mean,
Yeah, he should have never. He should have never hit that.
He's out.
they
The
do
number
that all
one
the
tennis
time,
player in the world.
I heard as a tennis player,
Apparently.
you should know never hit a ball like that. That's
what
what
is
I
she
heard.
doing standing in there if she's got that bad of reflexes?
I don't
No,
know, man.
uh-uh.
I heard what is he doing? That's
He's a
that's what I
professional.
heard.
He should have known better than to do that.
I understand, but you got to think if you're anywhere in this place, this is like being in a baseball place, but with tennis balls. So for one, I mean, you could be like
coulda
you need to
matrixed
keep an
that, I
eye out
guess, man.
all the time.
Coulda.
You need to be on watch all the time. You need to keep your eye on the ball all the time.
Like I said, head on
Yeah.
a swivel. Head on a swivel.
You definitely don't need to be like a 65-year-old woman with your neck wide open and your arms behind your back.
That's how they're supposed to stand.
Well, maybe they should change that too. This has never happened before, but maybe it has, and maybe it wasn't like somebody that reacted quite as badly because they weren't about to die from it.
True. I don't know. I heard a lot of takes.
Shout
that
out
he
to this
shoulda
woman.
never-
I'm not trying to hate on the lady.
glad
I'm just
she's-
giving,
glad
she's okay.
I'm doing
Glad
a
she's
Skip
okay.
Bayless right now. Doing a Skip Bayless. Everybody's gonna cancel me tomorrow because they're like he thought this old lady deserved to get pounded in the throat by this
Yeah.
tennis ball with this this I don't want to cuss, this bad guy that should have had
go
better
ahead.
sportsmanlike conduct.
Sportsman
Are
conduct.
you having a stroke?
I'm
Yes.
with you.
Yes.
Well, You know, we should give you like a number of Skip Bayless things. You know,
Yeah.
Fine, that's
Give me
Skip
things
Bayless.
to get me
Fair
canceled
enough.
on here.
Fair enough. Did you hear about?
I'm just saying that, like, when you watch the video, granted it's in slow motion, but I mean, your job is literally to chase the balls that are coming off, and you're literally just standing there. At least keep your head down. I mean, there's a reason why you do that.
Yeah.
What are you looking
now,
at?
now she knows. Now
she
for the
knows.
future.
Now that she,
keep her head
you know,
down.
good, thank God.
Well, no, I was gonna.
Now there are Adam's apples, apple sauce. I guess she didn't have one, but
good thing it didn't hit her.
girls
in
do
the eye or
technically.
anything,
They're
you
just
know,
not as
just-
No,
big,
they
right?
don't.
They're just not as big.
No,
No.
girls don't have Adam's apples.
It's
No.
like, no.
Google it.
It's just a guy
Different
phone.
tab.
That's why it's called Adam's apple, because it's Adam. You know, that's what I heard.
Don't bring it out of the Bible, Ryan. Just get to what were you going to say?
Hey. Oh, my bad. I could go all day there. My bad.
Don't.
No, this is the last thing, but I heard. Did you hear about the Texas high school team called the Cotton Pickers? Did you hear about that?
No, I'm glad I didn't.
That's
Although
actually-
I did play the Lee Davis Confederates in basketball in high
Well,
school.
apparently the name's been around for a while, but obviously it just got caught. Got brought up. It got brought up in 2017 too, but I guess there's more people talking about it now because someone posted a tweet.
Well, the
go-
Confederates over in Mechanicsville, that was brought up in 2015 or 2016, and then now it's been brought up again, and I think they did change it.
Well, they're not talking about, changing the name. They're actually talking about keeping the name because apparently that area, from what I saw, I read an article on it, and it's 94% of the 11,000 residents in Robstown, Texas, is what it's called. Shouts out to Texas, go Texas. Sorry.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I do. Anyway.
Ryan always likes to talk about his hometown.
Hey,
That's one thing we like about him.
home state, but we could.
How
talk
long
about
did you
these
live
things.
there?
9 years.
How long have you lived here?
9 years in Virginia, and then I moved to Colorado.
What?
Yeah,
Do you
9
know
years
him?
here.
How long
This
have
is
you lived
Ryan.
here?
I was when I was 18. I graduated high school, joined the army, and
Yeah.
shipped off in the army, and then I moved back. But I don't count that whole time frame. You know what I mean? In
So you
Virginia,
lived here for 9.
yeah, Texas 9. Here,
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
18.
An adult 9 versus a couple of the 9 in Texas
Hey,
were
but where does it all start?
pre-memory,
It's got to start somewhere, right?
pre-real food or anything. But either way, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this is Cotton Pickers, and people have brought up getting the name changed, but a lot of the residents are okay with the name because a lot of them are Latinos, and that's what they did when they moved to Robstown, apparently. And a lot of I just thought it was interesting that one, the
Latinos
name,
really taking one on the chin
People
there, right?
still pick cotton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's still offensive.
and Robstown is one of the
People still have red skin. Now it's, I don't know if you knew this, babe. It's not the Washington Redskins anymore. It's now the Washington Football Team. That's their new name.
Yeah.
So, like we were saying, did you have like a
I don't know.
cotton picking is still a thing, but
No, but of course, the name. I
I'm
didn't
trying to
know about the
something more
team. I'm
offensive to
guessing
bring up
you
right
guys
now that
didn't know
you
about
wouldn't
the
name
team.
a team. It's still
The
a
cotton
ridiculous name
picker,
for
yeah.
a team.
But it's been around early since the 1900s, apparently.
So is the Flying Squirrels, however, and we rep that proudly here in Virginia. I don't know what we're looking at, but
yes, we do.
You asked if women have Adam's apples.
do they?
No.
It's an Adam's apple is only when a larynx grows out big enough to be visible. Most women do not have them.
But they still have them. They just don't grow out.
And okay,
They still have a
okay.
larynx.
Do you ever see a
Males
woman
and
with a?
females both have larynxes.
Thank you.
They both have larynxes. Males, when the larynx is large enough to protrude out of the throat, is called an Adam's apple.
What is?
The larynx.
Yeah. Women and men both have them. Thank you.
They have larynxes. Not all larynxes are Adam's apples.
think-
all Adam's apples are larynxes.
I think I was right.
I
originally.
think the crowd will comment and say that they agree with me that both men and women have the larynx things that I was talking about. It's just men have them larger, so they're considered an Adam's apple because you can see them and it looks like maybe an apple.
But
they
where
both
the Adams
have
come
them.
from? Where the Adam come from then?
Because it's only males.
Yeah, because only male ones protrude.
Right.
And Adam is a.
Not in 2020. Hey,
then.
we don't even need to be on the gender topic. We could get canceled right now. Okay. All right. What was the other one?
That would never happen.
Yeah. What was the other one we were going to talk about? Oh yeah. Let's go back to UFC for a second. Did you hear about Sugar Sean saying that he still considers himself undefeated because it was like weird? Everybody's roasting him, dude. Did you hear about this?
Yeah,
Answer
I
the
heard
question
about it.
first,
Yes,
Ryan, before you
absolutely
laugh
heard
for
about
10
it.
minutes.
I thought the laugh implied the fact that I heard
did
about
not.
it. And it was.
No,
it
I didn't
was
even know what you meant.
ridiculous. Yeah.
What
do you think about it? I heard about it. Yeah,
I think he's an idiot. I mean, his reason is justified, but
just
that's
so
not what you
dumb.
say.
Like, what does
You
that
can
make
say that in a
sense?
different sport. Like if you were in NASCAR and you blew a tire,
Yeah.
fair.
MMA is 1-on-1.
If you get injured in MMA because
Yeah.
a guy kicked you,
That makes no. That's why I laugh because it's just so
Yeah.
ridiculous to say. Like,
so what if the
I
guy
didn't
punched you in
lose.
the chin and knocked you out? You're like, oh well, he hit me on the right spot.
yeah.
That's
If
the
you,
point, you little dillweed,
You lost.
you little rainbow hair fuck. Jesus,
Hey, that's your. That's
I'm still a fan of him though.
I know.
like him.
I know.
I've got
still,
nothing on these other pages.
Obviously, he's not recovered from that knockout, apparently, because he's
It's a nervous tick. It's better than the tapping the first couple nights. Weeks.
months.
Shout out to the Chiefs. Only NFL game we've had. They won. Didn't look good at first,
we
but they
do
came
not
back.
we do not have to shout out the Chiefs. Why would you just? Are you really? Did
Well,
you know who
how
they
many
played?
other NFL games have transpired since the last episode,
I
Ryan?
understand that, and I respect that.
We
but
are a
do you
news
know who
channel.
they played? Do you know who they played?
Yeah, the shithole Houston Texans, who are in my division, who we stomped out last year to
okay,
go to the.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
We don't have to go
get
there.
out of here, Ryan.
They're in your division. I didn't connect the dots there. But
Next
still,
week, Ryan will not be here, but we will have
Shouts
a
out to
Texas
Houston.
flag here in commemorative. Commemorative. I've only had 5 beers. I don't know what the fucking deal is. What do you know? What word I'm talking about?
Commemorative.
Commemorative.
That's what you said.
I can say it perfectly fine once I hear it. It's
Right.
just like I'm like a
That's
parrot
Just like me, yeah.
and a goldfish at the same time. 'Cause I can't remember shit for more than
That's
10
why you
seconds.
keep me around.
Yeah. Like Jesse, write that down for me.
Pronounce-
Wine.
Pronounce that first.
Ryan drank all of it. He was like, "I'm in the producer's seat.
It's
I
empty,
gotta,
sorry.
I gotta drink the producer's drink." So he just guzzling it.
And
was-
that
was
is
that
why,
yours?
ladies
I'm
and
sorry.
gentlemen, Ryan
That?
will not be with us next week because I will have buried him in the backyard.
You've seen
Ouch.
Joe
Whoa.
Rogan's new
Oh,
podcast,
ouch, man. Yeah. No, I haven't. I
Studio?
have not. No,
Have you?
I've seen. I've seen
Have
the
you seen like
studio.
I know
yeah.
that you've seen the studio, but
Right.
have you seen a live video of the first couple podcasts? It's only had 3 now.
No.
First one, we're talking $100 million production here. The first one,
Must be nice.
real bad. No. The studio is nice and all that, but I'm saying as far as the lighting, like they were like this first podcast episode, like he looks like a ghost.
Yeah.
The guest looks like a ghost. Like the lights are way too bright. The background drowns them out.
Lights on.
It's just not good. And the I guess
Are
the
his podcasts live?
no
So nobody thought to look and see, like, hey, let's maybe,
adjust the lighting.
yeah.
I think it's still live. It's
That's a good
considered
point.
live to tape, like what I said we were gonna have to do tonight.
Ah,
I don't know what that. Okay.
That would be instead
Yes.
of going live. Live to tape is if you're not live, you still film it live and record it live, and then not
it's all just
post it
done
live.
in one take.
Yes,
But you could edit it before
Thank
you
you.
post it, though, right?
tuna.
You can still edit it before you post it, though, right?
That's not really live to tape, because then it's chopped and
Chopped
chopped and screwed.
Hey.
Chopped and- I can't remember the word.
You know that? You know where that's from, though?
Where's Tyler Valentine when we need him?
You know where chopped and screwed's from, though?
The song.
No, it's an actual. No, it's from Houston, Texas, bro.
Oh, God.
Get the thing out. What is it
Come
from?
It's from DJ Screw. He
DJ Screw from Texas?
Yes, Houston, Texas.
There's so much fucking Texas
Houston.
woo in there. I couldn't even understand what you said.
Houston, Texas. DJ Screw invented chopped and screwed music.
Were you born in Houston or something?
Yes, I was born in
Okay.
Houston, bro.
Everybody,
But
go like find
I thought
somebody
you were
in
throwing me an
Houston,
alley-oop
Texas
there
that has a
with saying
GoFundMe
chopped
and
and
pay them
screwed.
$10 and we can put it to
I'm
rest.
sorry. I thought you were. When you said chopped and screwed, I thought we were connecting there, but
I know I know what that is. I just can't think of it right now.
no, it's fair. It's just
That's okay. I couldn't even think of words a few
no.
minutes ago. So.
I'm just dropping knowledge for you, and it's from Houston, Texas.
What was the other? Did you know that wikifeet was a thing?
WikiFeet.
That's where you get celebrities get their feet rated 1 to 5 stars.
What the?
5 being the best.
We don't have to bring it up, but it is a thing. I brought it up just in case you want to prove that it's a thing.
Gross.
And we need to get me on there and at least get
No.
me up to 4 stars.
No.
I'll take my sock
What
off
is
right
these-
now.
What are these ratings based off of? My curiosity.
How good your feet are.
Based,
Pictures.
But what makes a good feet? What makes a good foot?
I'm not a foot fetish guy.
Neither am I, but I'm just asking what makes it.
You have to ask a foot fetish guy.
Feet of the
Fair enough.
day.
No
Feet
moles.
of the week.
No, like
In fact, no. How about this?
perfect cut toenails.
Foot of the day? Oh wow. Okay, you got it up. Wow. They've got feet of the week
I hate feet
advertisement.
So much.
Jesse hates feet too. This is perfect. No, don't click on it. Don't click on it. Go back. I want to see the topics. I want to see how like weird it gets.
He said this is perfect.
This is perfect.
Comedic,
Tuna
Tuna.
hates it.
comedic timing right there.
Call me Tuna again. I will come across this room.
Tana.
But it's the fish of the sea.
Well,
Anyone
that's
get
really
that?
all they have.
Chicken of the sea.
Random
Idiot.
wiki
Sorry,
feet gallery,
dang
feet
it.
of the week, and feet of the day.
I tried,
They
though.
have enough uploads to do feet of the day.
Probably not.
Whose feet are these?
Well, they do because they have a wiki feed of the day. But that's disgusting.
But who's
What is
they
your
just-
score, Jesse?
10.
Score of whose feet?
Are we scoring our own feet?
Yeah. What do you? The
I don't
feet you're
know.
pulling
What's
up?
your favorite celebrity, Ryan?
Mm.
Who's your favorite celebrity, Tana?
I don't know. It depends on the topic, I suppose.
Well, I was going straight
UFC
to
feet.
straight to woman.
Oh.
Then again, I can't remember the last time I saw a celebrity woman's foot.
It could be a man. They got men on here. The
I can't
highest
remember
the highest
I can't remember
person.
the last time I've seen any celebrity's foot,
In
but
fact, now I think Bobby Lee is technically highest because they talked about it on a podcast the other night, and then everybody went and voted him to be the highest. And he's got foot fungi and all kinds
I
of
can
stuff.
see Julia Roberts having nice feet for whatever reason. I don't know. That just
You,
popped in
she's
my
definitely
head
got a
for
page.
whatever reason,
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
know.
You type in any
Does
celebrity.
she really? Oh.
Well, every celebrity does. They've got like 20, 30
Seriously
pictures of every
grossing
celebrity's
me
feet.
Out. I can't even.
Type in Julia Roberts.
Megan
Julia-
Fox? No.
That's what
Megan,
he said, isn't it? Is
Megan
that what you
Good-
said?
Yeah, Megan
have
Good
you
probably
thought of
has
one?
nice feet too. Megan Good.
Megan Fox has toe thumbs.
Yeah, had you thought of
no,
one?
not Megan Good. Megan Good, not Megan Fox.
Do you
Megan
like
Good.
Orlando Bloom or something? You probably don't want to see his feet. That might ruin it for you.
Mm-mm.
Julia Roberts?
I think.
Are
I
you
feel
have a
like
Julia
Orlando
Roberts
Bloom
crush?
wouldn't-
She's kind of old now, isn't she?
No, just the first thing that popped in my head. I don't know why.
Yeah, Julia Roberts
Is there
crush.
not?
I mean, no, honestly, no. I don't know.
4 out of 5 stars. Not bad.
I feel like Orlando
Oh,
Bloom
no,
wouldn't have any leg hair.
591 picks. She's got 2 different accounts somehow. She's 5 out of 5 on the other
Well,
one.
that
See,
is
I
not
just kn-
Julia Roberts.
Okay, so not her. This one is though. She's
I
yeah, I
can't
knew
see
that.
These
anything
are
from
just
here.
pictures of her as like a human.
No, they all have feet.
Oh my god.
Why are you sleeping on this?
What
you
about
act
Megan?
like I made
What
this
about
stuff up.
Megan Good? She might have nice feet too.
I don't even
Are
know
we
who that
really
is.
doing this?
No, we don't need to do this at all.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
He was
you
interested.
asked.
Ryan was like,
No,
oh.
you asked. I mean, you told me to name feet. I just started thinking of people with feet.
Who's
Have y'all ever heard of DAP? Dads Against Predators?
No, but it sounds good to me.
Is that an app?
I don't know if it's
Is
an
it like
app.
WAP?
No, it's not like WAP.
Took me a
This
second to
is-
get that. I was like,
this
wait,
is
okay,
DAP.
okay.
And it's the complete opposite. This is Dads Against Predators, pretty much dads that go after people trying to contact like 15-year-old, or younger people on social media and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then they end up meeting up with these people. It's
So
one of
it's
the
like To Catch a Predator, basically.
yes, but dads are doing it on the side,
Like Neighborhood Watch.
real heroes.
almost.
Trying to do like a Citizens
A
Arrest.
little
type
farther,
thing.
they're like growing it and expanding it.
Do they walk around like?
It's
that's
already on.
so-
Ready, hit play. This is a woman that's doing it. Decent looking woman that's doing it with her husband, trying to get a 15-year-old girl to come back to the hotel with him.
How's it going, bud? Think you know what we're doing here, right? I can cause a scene if you don't want to be honest. We're Dads Against Predators. So we catch people that are trying to solicit online kids.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Right.
Because the only reason I came down was to wipe the phone.
Oh, yeah? Why would you want to wipe it? Because you were doing something wrong, wasn't you? I have all the screenshots.
Wasn't you?
So
Sorry.
I can make a scene. Let's be honest. What did you
Really,
want
Ryan?
that 15-year-old girl to come here for?
Read the room.
To wipe the phone. Because I didn't
I
realize.
thought you wanted her to have fun.
So
with
her
your
defense
husband.
is
You
she
were
came
scared
down
you
there
were-
to wipe the person's phone.
That's what she said. I
Like-
understand
So
you said.
that you can come so I can wipe your phone. Because
Why would you want to wipe the phone? You knew she was how old she was. You kept on
No,
saying,
I-
I'm scared. I don't want the cops to come. I don't want to get in trouble. So let's be honest, or I'm going to start yelling.
Will you please listen?
Okay, I'll listen.
Because you're really cutting me off right now, and
I'm
that's not exactly cool.
I don't think it's cool to meet up with
It's not
children.
cool.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not exactly
I
cool.
don't bother,
Can you be cool for a second?
You do.
Nelson?
but I didn't pay attention to the age
You did.
until after the fact. And then
So,
I said,
after this is
"Holy
over,
shit."
After this is
So
over,
then-
listen.
No.
Let me cut you off because you keep lying.
Wait,
You keep lying.
All right, you just didn't you just
got
tell
it.
me
We
that
got
you
it in
would
message.
let me speak?
Okay, I'll let you speak.
Because
Okay.
You
I'm
know, when
sorry,
someone
I'm
looks
sorry,
to
you're right,
somebody
I'll let you
else
speak.
in a conversation, that's
if
saying
you're
you're
not, then
wrong.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Well, you're hitting
Walk
a
away.
15-year-old girl. Bring her up there with your husband. We got
No,
the proof.
actually, I wasn't.
You weren't chatting with the 15-year-old girl. You were chatting with us, and so
Yeah,
you.
but you're not listening.
We're listening.
So again, am I gonna be allowed?
Nothing, please.
Okay, because exactly what I told my husband was that's 3 years older than my son. I'm not doing this. And
So how come on the way she...
So the only reason she's not doing it is because the person that she thought she was contacting is 3 years older than her son. Go ahead and pause it. That's what I was saying. Enough is enough.
You said you were telling her that...
I've never heard of that, but that's
Gross.
Yeah. Dads Against Predators. like I said, this woman and her current husband, she's pretty much grooming
Yeah.
young females, even if they were legal age of 18, still disgusting. And then this person, she said, you're 18, right? And then she said, no, I'm 15 or I'm 16. The video, as you noticed, I don't know if you all saw, but I had already had it pre-played. But if you do that before, you can see all the screenshots and everything like that where it's like, oh, I'm 15 or oh, I'm 16, whatever it is. And then she pretty much says, she disregards it and says, we'll meet anyway. And then when the people confront her about it, she's like, well, the only reason I came down here was to erase everything off the phone. It's like, that's not really a defense.
It's not,
No.
You're just hiding evidence, not saying that you were
That
wrong.
literally makes no sense.
It's still like
There's
you're
no defense
literally
there.
saying you're guilty by saying that.
It's like that's just like the worst. You know what I mean? That's
There's
just,
no excuse.
That would be like
yeah.
Not to be
That's just-
political on this. That'd be like if the FBI or whatever was at Hillary's place or whatever to get the emails, and she's like, "Oh, well, I'm just here to delete them."
Delete them. Oh, okay.
It's like,
Yeah, totally.
all right. Well, that doesn't that what? No. Anyway,
No.
so very strange, very strange. But Dads Against Predators, shout out to them.
Yeah, that's good that
We sponsor their movement, not really, but we do now with
It
a
started.
5-minute segment
Yeah.
of Beth. You know,
DAP
I think that was
is-
her name. It
DAP
doesn't
is
matter what her name
DAP,
is.
DAP is the
I
abbreviation.
think so.
Shouts out to DAP.
I don't know if it's their acronym or
It is now. If it's not,
you had some segments, right? You got a turn, right?
I do.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Does anyone want to see me try to juggle glass hot sauce bottles and
Oh my
potentially spill one
God.
on the floor and ruin my entire studio and garage and life?
No, hard pass.
Anyone want to see that?
Uh-uh.
Last night
only
I
see
attempted
two
to.
on the table.
I can get a third one.
Oh,
Last
okay.
night I thought about doing it and I held them in my hand about to do it and I got so nervous.
Have you ever juggled before? I'm not gonna
Ryan,
cut you off.
let
Sorry,
me finish.
my bad.
What was I even saying?
You were holding them in your hands.
And you started to juggle.
No, I didn't. Ryan wasn't even listening.
You were
and interrupting.
Yeah, you were about to practice.
I was about to practice and I couldn't bring myself to do it, and then I rubbed my eye right after, and I fucked my eye up bad because I like the sauce on the outside of the
Yeah.
bottle. Oh my god, I did like that, and then 5 minutes later I came in and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
ah!
Yeah.
So it was big time. But I never even juggled them because I was too afraid that if I broke one during practice
It's going to be
run,
splatter all over the place, and none of us have
And
safety goggles on.
no faith, there could be a perfect performance,
There
no
won't
spills.
be.
Cut your
No
hand. I
way.
mean, if
You
you've
saw me
never
juggle the other
juggled
night.
before.
They were balls though.
So you have juggled before.
I can juggle.
Then
Barely.
That's where my concern goes away. You know.
I would have told you that if you'd have waited.
No, don't do it. And you only have 2 hot sauces anyway. You can juggle beer cans.
Yeah, we got more houses. Ryan's
Don't-
on it.
No.
He already picked one out. That might have already been there.
Just don't.
What does everybody say? Do they want me to? We got a couple more topics.
Say
There was
no.
one other tab, wasn't there?
No.
I'm
No?
gonna be honest. I wouldn't say.
Ooh.
Do something. I want to see you
Just really
juggle
don't
on.
feel
You
like
know who
it.
Joe
General.
Budden is?
Who?
Joe Budden?
Of course, bro. Absolutely, of course.
Do you listen to his podcast?
No.
What is it on Spotify?
Nor his music. I don't know.
What, are you not a fan of his music?
No, not in a disrespectful way. Like it's bad, but it's not the sound I listen to.
Okay.
If that makes sense. You know.
Just no.
Yeah, I don't listen to it. I mean,
It's just not his thing.
he did a little group with Eminem called Slaughterhouse with Royce the 5'9", and I'm a fan of Royce the 5'9", so I listened to their music and he was in the group, but I've never listened to him solely. No.
And you were alright with that, or weren't even a big fan of that?
I, mean,
I don't really know. I mean, I
he
listen.
rap,
I don't really listen
you
to
know.
that much music at all. But
No,
even
no,
back when
that's
I
fair.
did, it wasn't much
That's fair.
rap.
I'm more of a southern hip hop. I listen to a lot of southern artists.
Yeah.
Pretty
Chris,
much
he's
that's
from
where mine.
Texas.
Where are you from
Well,
again?
honestly, a lot of the rappers
I
that
thought
I
I
do
was
like
surprised
aren't
you'd
even
be like,
from
I'm
Texas,
from Houston.
but that is true. Houston is from Texas, so
what?
you know.
Are there a lot of rappers from Houston?
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah.
There's a time to talk
They-
about
they-
it, Ryan, and
They have
it's
a whole
now.
they have a whole sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dallas has a whole different sound too, so, which is pretty interesting.
Name your
Mhm.
favorite Houston, Dallas rappers.
I don't
Texas
have any.
rappers
I don't
in
have
general.
any Dallas favorite rappers.
That's not the way
Houston
you answer that
rappers.
question.
Well, I mean, I don't know. How do you answer the question? That's
I'm
not a-
fucking with
that's
you.
a-
I'm
I
just
know.
saying, like,
Rhetorical.
which one's your favorite Houston?
I like Lil Flip back in the day. I like these are all these are
Little
all
Flip. I
back
recognize
when
that
we were in
name a
middle
little bit.
school. When we were in middle
Yeah.
school, remember Chamillionaire? He was from Houston. You know, Riding Dirty. That
Really?
old song. Yeah. You know what I
Dang.
mean? A lot of songs I'm sure you know you
Yeah,
heard in middle
got them
school.
hits.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's Paul Wall, Lil Flip.
What's your favorite Houston rapper? Tuna?
Lil Kiki.
Little Tauntaun.
Hey, that's actually an artist now.
Is it?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's
Sorry.
her. Not from Houston though.
No.
So just them two, I guess. We don't have that many in Virginia either, do we?
Actually, the Clips. The Clips are from Virginia
I ain't
Beach.
never heard of them, bro.
You've heard? I'm sure you've heard of for one of their songs.
Really?
bro.
I just wouldn't know them.
I mean, you,
I mean,
you don't
I
listen to
would
music,
know
yeah.
them, but I just wouldn't know them offhand.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't be like, oh yeah, it's the Clips.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you'd be
yeah.
like, yeah, I remember that tune. Maybe I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know how big you are into music. You know, I'm a huge music guy.
Not, yeah, no, I'm not at all.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Did you get your turn right segment up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn right.
She was trying to find it. We were trying to fill some airtime.
No.
I was just like hanging out waiting.
Cutting the airtime here.
Tuna's got a very impatient face.
I just was listening
She's
intently.
like, shut up, guys.
Everybody
It's my
shut
turn.
Stop talking.
This is
God.
my
Nobody
segment.
gives a damn
keep
about
so
Houston,
annoying.
Texas, or anything
Stupid
like
ass
that.
Texas.
Music, don't give a damn. Anyway,
After your state and your music.
I know.
Sorry, go ahead.
So anyway, this is like a super bittersweet
She can reach
segment. I can reach you, just so you know. This is a super bittersweet segment, but I felt like it was so necessary to share because it was so powerful. When I heard this story, I listened to the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, and Sam shared this story yesterday because it was 9/11, and so they were discussing like all these powerful things that came afterwards, and this was her contribution, and I just thought that it was incredible. I feel like anybody that's like that was old enough to be cognizant of what went on that day when it happened is, you know, like
I don't know if I
Yeah.
was.
really?
I was.
Well, I mean, I knew what was going on, but I didn't really understand when we were in
I was in third
grade, third grade.
Yeah.
Third grade.
Yeah, so I mean, you know what it is. You don't even know what money is. You don't know what economics are. You don't know what like death is really. I mean, you do, but you don't know it in the number of hundreds. What that even means. What a terrorist attack means. You don't know anything when you're in third grade.
So for my family at least,
I knew that's bad. And that's it.
So both my parents were. My mom grew up in Jersey. My dad was from the city.
Yeah.
And my mom actually worked in both of the towers at one point.
Both of them.
Both of them.
How many L's are in that?
My mom.
One capital L, and that's it.
My mom worked in each of the Twin Towers at one point. And my uncle didn't work in the Twin Towers, but he was there that day. And so when that happened, I was sent to school with a letter saying, please be prepared to pull Jesse at any moment because we may need to leave because we cannot find my uncle.
You got
And
sent to school with that note?
I was sent to school with that note saying, you know, like...
What, 9/12?
No, on 9/11, my parents sent me in with a note saying...
You went going late? This didn't happen until like 11 a.m.
The first plane struck at like 8-something.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we were all going to the same school. We were
I was
well into
Class
school
started
before.
at like 9. I was walking out of my front door when my dad stuck his head out the window and said a plane just flew into the Twin Towers.
Really?
Yes. I'll never
Dang.
forget it.
I was in Texas, so I don't.
I used to have to ride the
wasn't
bus.
Spain-
Oh, well, so you probably left way earlier.
Yeah.
But so
Not all of us were privileged.
But so 9/11 specifically for my family is very significant to us, even though
'Cause y'all were a New York family.
we were a New York family. Yeah, my uncle was literally at
Dad's still a New
Same
York
here.
Giants
My
fan.
dad was in New York on the
Yeah.
day, so you know.
yeah.
Sorry, to make a joke during a serious topic.
And so this, you know, like I always have like a pit in my stomach on that day. But this story specifically was so powerful to me when they shared it that I felt that I really needed to share it too. So, and this is verbatim what Sam shared on the Elvis Duran show. She said, I found this story yesterday. It isn't exactly a new story, but being that it's September 11th, I think that it's beautiful to hear something like this. And I'm sure it's new to many of you. 19 years ago, a lot of financial institutions suffered a loss of employees, but the worst was Cantor Fitzgerald, a global financial service company. Their offices were in the North Tower on the 101st through the 105th floors. My mom worked on the 101st floor, for the record.
I don't think. But yeah, okay.
And they lost 685 employees that day. That day, the CEO, Howard Lutnick, was taking his son Kyle to his first day of kindergarten, which is the only reason that he wasn't present when the towers were struck. And he considers that morning the last morning of his old life. Howard lost his brother, his best friend, and hundreds of employees that day. And instead of closing down shop to honor those who had fallen, he decided the rest of the team. No, I'm good. He decided the rest of the team was going to work harder than they had before because they were going to give 25% of everything they had made to the families affected. And he delivered. Howard and the company contributed more than $180 million to the families of the victims of that company. And on top of that, he offered a job to every single child of a lost employee. He said that if they want to work with him, he'll find a way to give them a shot, and he has done that by employing dozens and dozens of their children.
All janitors, but that's okay. It's a job, folks. Nope.
Right?
Yeah.
Will any of these gestures make good in hearts of these families? Absolutely not. But I find it beautiful how far one CEO was willing to go within the power of his reach, and that was indeed powerful.
Yeah, that's incredibly powerful.
Can
because,
you imagine?
well, this is one thing that I hate the most about the incredibly rich people. When really bad things happen, or when things break down, or when, let's just say the head of the company or somebody in the company, let's just use Ellen right now as an example. When she gets canceled, which she didn't, she's still going to come back out and have a show apparently. There's never a time when she shuts down her show and says, all right, I'm worth $500 million. I'm going to guesstimate. Ellen DeGeneres' net worth. I'm worth $500 million. I've got 50 employees. I'll give $10 million to each one, and I will live amongst the 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be a 10 millionaire instead of a 500 millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, very hunter-gatherer way of
Yeah,
life, I'm
pretty
sure.
close, 490 million.
God damn, I'm good. I can't, you know. Ryan texted it to me. Let's go. Ryan's producing tonight. He's beast mode with it.
Cool. You know, I said, help.
10 minutes ago, I said, don't ever talk again on this podcast. Just text me. He's been good about it. Yeah, he's slapping tables. Hopefully he didn't shake the camera as bad as I did, because I probably shook that bitch hard. It's like I said, this place is built out of...
Had a mini earthquake, that's all.
Yeah, this place is built out of popsicle sticks. This studio here. So,
durable.
I think that it's incredibly... it stood up to the test so far.
It is.
When, you know, the leader of the company or whatever, just somebody that rich is willing to just... Not willing. I think all of them should. I mean, I don't even think somebody... I'm not going to go this whole, like, liberal thing. Like, I don't think anybody should be that rich. He should spread his wealth with everybody. I don't think he should spread his wealth with everybody. I think maybe he should try spreading it with the people that work for him.
Right.
Jeff Bezos could literally... He has what? How many people work for Amazon? He could literally... If he died and just put his will to donate to all of his workers... He could literally give every one of his... How many workers work for Amazon? He could give every one of his workers $180,000. He's got millions of people working for him.
That is true.
Or how about you just say, we're going to do report cards on all of y'all. The top 20%, you get a free $1 million. To him, I mean, he's what, $320 billion worth?
Are you
Most
talking about
rich man
doing
on-
it in a crisis like right now?
People.
Are
Work
you
for
talking
Amazon?
about-
Hold on, Jesse, what? One at a time?
125,000
People work what?
full-time employees at Amazon.
Okay. I don't know if that was money per person per what.
No, 125,000 people work for Amazon full-time.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
And he could donate almost $200,000 to each one of them.
What are you talking about right now? Like in during COVID?
Well,
or are you talking
no.
about back?
Prior to COVID, I mean, now he could probably donate probably $1 million to each one.
Well,
don't know.
he did lose half of his net worth to his wife. But still, 100,000 to each person.
What was his?
Well, I feel like
I
time.
mean, you know, he lost 160 billion, and he's now since COVID, he's already probably regained most of that back. I mean, it's just.
I mean, it's just.
What are we
not
talking
even
about here,
real.
guys? We're talking 320 billion or whatever he's worth. I mean, this is.
I feel you, but I mean,
What are we talking about?
9/11 is a different. I mean, I don't
There's
know.
arguments. There's
Crisis
some
It's
is
on a
politicians.
different
There's
level.
politicians that
it's
say
different than COVID.
nobody should be able to make more than $1 billion. Once you're at $1 billion,
Well, that's socialism.
yeah,
But anyway, the fact that this
$2 billion's a
man-
lot to have.
This man lost everything.
Any type of company that you're building on the fact that you end up with 300 and something $billion of it, probably not too good of a company to work for.
But this man
Right.
didn't necessarily have that money. It was the profits from that company. He cut costs so that he could continue to serve these families. It wasn't even just that he was so wealthy.
No.
He didn't give 25% of his net worth. He changed
Who did?
the guy from the story.
Oh, okay. What did he do? I thought you were talking about Jeff Bezos and stuff, cutting his costs.
No.
Diapers.com was taking over they were providing a better diaper service. So Amazon says, we will literally lose money on diapers for 1 year until we run Diapers.com out of business and then ramp our prices up. That's the type of shit Amazon does. It's a monopoly.
Yeah.
They literally lose money
this
on
company
products
wasn't
until they
like
take
that.
over the...
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't comparing them to that. I'm vice versa comparing them. This is how most big companies that are worth $850 million or whatever you said, big numbers.
Yeah,
This
like
is how most
Nike.
of these companies work. They do very dirty criminal things to be able to. There's no way that you
That's
get
how
to
all of
this
them
amount
work.
of money without doing very, very bad things.
To all of them work, I think.
I mean, why would you even have a front desk girl making minimum wage if your company's worth $850 million? There's questions to be asked there. So for this guy to hand it all down after all this stuff happened, I think is
It's extraordinary.
it should be talked about more, because then maybe more
It
business
should
owners would be
happen
willing
more
to do
often,
this.
you know what I mean?
It shouldn't
You
be
know,
the one guy
sure.
that did this.
You know,
Otherwise, like
And
Jeff
compared
Bezos
to-
dies and he splits his
compared
$320 billion
compared to
between-
the people with major money now. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, especially for this person, like, the North Tower was struck, I think, on the 89th floor. So anybody that was up there was sitting
Anybody that
ducks.
was anywhere in there was toast.
And
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think that every person that was in the trade centers died.
they didn't, but they were
Wasn't
above
good.
where the first plane struck. So had he not
I know,
been
but even the
taking his
people
kid
that
to
were below,
school.
I don't think all of them lived. I don't think just because you were
No.
below, it was like,
No,
You're
and
good,
that's not what I'm
you know?
saying. But
Yeah.
like,
I wouldn't
they
want
were
to be anywhere in
so
that city. when that
severely
happened.
impacted. And I also
Yeah.
am going to share another story to the page about. I watched this really powerful video, and I'm not trying to be like. I just think that these need to be shared, and this was something
Yeah,
that I
Tuna
didn't.
cried a minute ago. I thought.
I-
I was thinking, not the type of podcast.
But this
that,
is also okay. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
kidding.
But this was also
emotional.
really empowering.
And what is today? 9/12.
Positive.
Sorry to
Today is
interrupt.
9/12.
Positive.
Another super powerful story that I didn't know about until it was shared with me, and I don't think that a lot of people knew about either. But all these people that owned boats just showed up at the shoreline of Manhattan.
With Trump flags. I'm just kidding. I was thinking
Honestly,
you see a lot of these rallies and stuff.
no. On 9/11, anybody with a boat showed up at Manhattan's shore to ferry these people to safety.
The day of.
The day of, as it was happening, like during the towers falling, there were hundreds of just like boats, like ferries and party boats, and like anybody that could get to the island to get people to safety
Yeah.
showed up.
Via
And
water
it was not
yeah.
right, because that was the only way out, because the bridges were closed. A lot of people,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
think,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, because New York, a lot of people
Well, yeah.
may
I
not
mean,
think about New York, but it's an island. There's no
Yeah.
way to escape. That bridge was shut down. Everything stopped. Those people were sitting ducks.
parts of New York, yeah.
Manhattan, where the Twin Towers are, is an island.
Well, and not only that, but just think about if you, like, say if they do obviously shut the bridges down, or if I don't know if the bridges were damaged. I'm sure probably from.
No, they were closed. There was no driving. People walked home.
Well, obviously, were they just
They were
closed, or were they
closed.
damaged and
They
closed?
were closed
So they trapped everybody into the island for no reason, or were they? Why would they do that?
because nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew if another attack was coming. They couldn't allow people to drive across that bridge. So it was a mass exodus. People were walking
sense.
home in drones. My uncle, I'm pretty sure, walked across that bridge. He carries a raft with him now because he was trapped on the island for hours. And this was before cell phones.
Yeah. Or else you were a baller if you had a cell phone back then.
Right,
Like I remember
right.
one of my parents
It was
had
like
one,
had
and they
like
were
a
like,
car phone.
Yeah.
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
ooh.
It was a little bit
What?
after that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the bridges were shut down, so people were walking. So the only way, aside to literally walk across that bridge to try to get like to Jersey, basically where a lot of these people lived, was to take a ferry. And so people, like literally like anybody with a boat, showed up to the shore to ferry these people to safety. And
That's
like
dope.
that wasn't covered
At
by
the
the
beginning of
news.
the story,
Like,
I got
never
mixed
saw
up because
that.
I thought you were saying that they did it as a memoriam.
No.
I missed the
On the-
timeline. I thought you were talking
sorry.
about this weekend or something.
On the day, like as that happened, like, and I feel like the news never covered it, or at least we never
Well,
saw
the news
it.
is
It was
complete
never
dog shit
that too.
shithole. I mean, we know that.
So I'm also going to share
Sorry,
that to the page.
everybody.
So it's a really cool video. You guys should watch it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, if there wasn't... Yeah, anyway. I'm not even going to say it. Shout out to Fox News and CNN. If they'd like to sponsor this podcast, they can do that as well.
Doubt that's going to happen.
Joe Budden rapes his pets, Ryan. He has sexually harassed one of his dogs.
That's why I don't listen to his music.
What the fuck?
Right there.
Can you Google this? Joe Budden. Don't Google this, actually. Let me take that back.
I have not
Joe
heard
Budden
about
on his
that, but-
podcast had like 3-4 guys in the room, was like, oh yeah, and I don't know if it was about a girl dog or a guy dog. I was driving down the road hearing somebody talk about it, kind of like you said earlier about the thing with the
Yeah.
skipping Bailey or skipping Shannon thing, but
Yeah.
he pretty much like said it like as if like, oh yeah, everybody does this, or even said that at the end. Talk about like how he like got off his dog. You know what I mean? Like, not sure if it was a boy, not sure if it was a girl.
It doesn't matter.
It's
You know what I mean?
irrelevant.
This
Yeah.
is a Joe Budden, a very popular figure
No, yeah, I'm
in
aware who
parts
he
of
is.
the
That's
world
just-
or whatever. Where does he live?
having 2 dogs. That just instantly makes me angry. You know what I mean? That just is.
Well, he said it like, oh yeah, everybody messes around with their dog a little bit down there.
No.
Right?
What?
Right?
No.
Everybody messes around with their dog a little bit down there.
Nobody does that.
You know, but the little, you know. That's how he said it.
Like, that's disgusting.
And I agree with him. So I went instantaneously. I found my dog. And I'm just kidding. I'm not even gonna.
Bristol.
Sorry, go. Yeah, my dog's right there. I'm sick
Nah,
of
like,
even
that's-
just saying that, dude.
That's why would
He said it like it was normal and everybody was going to laugh like, oh yeah, everybody does it. He made it sound like that. That's not
the
his
little
accent,
bit
that's
the
his
little bit of
friend's.
credibility and respect that I might have had for him just then. You know, just
A little bit. I thought you said you were a fan of him earlier other than his music and his
no, I never,
podcast,
I
which
never
would pretty
once-
much take away
no,
everything
I never
he's
once
got.
said I was a fan of him. I said I liked the group that he was in that had an artist that I did like, Royce the 5'9", but he was in a group with,
When you
you know what I mean?
run around the question in 10 circles, this is what happens. I don't even
never
remember what
ran
you
around the
said.
question. You know what I mean?
I think you did. You were like, I like him. I like the group that he hangs
Nope,
out with.
I never
I'm
said I
a little
liked
bit of
him.
fan of his music. He did
Nope.
something with Eminem, and I didn't like that, and I didn't like his...
What's great about being live is we can replay this, and I never once said I liked the guy. I know that for a fact because I never said that.
I know that. Did he say that, Jesse?
Yes,
What about Tuna? What does she think?
yes, 2 times, 3 times.
Yes, he did
He's
say that.
apparently
Yeah,
denying
exactly.
that he said that.
Joe Budden?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
no.
said-
He said it.
The fact that it's even up, you know, somewhere.
I mean, the first article that I found was about him
We
denying.
can have it up right here. I just don't want to.
All
She's
right,
finding
well,
it
let
on
me
her
see
phone.
if I can find it.
No, I don't want to. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing it on your phone and not the computer.
But
You need a beer, Ryan?
are we for sure that he said
Hit
it?
me. I have no
Because
idea.
it's
There's a recording. I heard the recording. I'm pretty sure of him saying it.
Catch this on video. Hands all day. I could have gone pro.
Lefty. That was a lefty throw.
And now it's a righty hand catch right there.
what podcast did you hear this on?
It's his.
It's
his
his
own, I
podcast.
think.
I don't know this. I don't know.
Yeah.
That question wasn't
Sorry,
directed to
Ryan.
me,
Yeah.
but-
Don't ask Ryan. I didn't bring. He didn't bring up the story.
I'm
Know
just
that.
answering here.
Ryan's like, I don't know. I don't even know. I told you I don't like this guy 3 times now, and you keep on saying I
like-
like him, and I don't. You
Like,
mofo!
She
Don't
was
put
looking
words
at
in my
Ethan,
mouth.
but I answered. You know.
Yeah. She was probably looking at you.
No.
All right. We talked about. Ooh, I don't want to even talk about this. Anderson Silva leg. Do we want to talk about that?
What about that?
When he broke his leg back in the day, it's like 10 years ago.
What?
Yeah, but why was that? Why is that written down?
I don't know.
Well,
I think I saw a video of it the other day, and I'm like, most of my fans probably aren't UFC fans and probably haven't seen that.
Is that something like you wanted to pull up, or?
I don't know. Tuna's preoccupied.
Well,
I'm messing with you. Don't pull it up. It's gross anyway. You wouldn't want to see it. I don't want to. Yeah, there's something about gore that you get demonetized anyway.
I got.
We're not monetized, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to get taken down.
Actually, hold on. I had something that was funny that we could pull up. It was about Steve Harvey.
Everything says allegedly. Oh dear, what did he do again?
Oh,
Yeah,
Steve
what happened
Harvey?
with Steve Harvey? What did he do the first time?
It was
Tell
all
me
He's
that.
that.
always just such a hot mess, dude. Like
You missed the Skip Bayless.
Ouch,
Shannon
shots
Sharp.
fired. Man. Well,
About
I'm
what?
not-
Harvey?
When did she?
I'm not saying I disagree, but I'm just saying like he's always
I
a
just
mess.
feel bad for him. Like he doesn't get any positive press ever.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, dude. Like after the Miss America thing, he is like.
Oh, okay.
that's true.
I forgot
like-
about that. Okay,
Pretty
good
tough.
point. Okay, yeah.
She did not. And I wouldn't either if I was ever
Yeah, that's
a
why-
beautiful
that's
woman.
what it is.
Because
Sharp-
it was Miss
sharp tongue,
Columbia.
like, what are you
Hello,
doing?
don't mess
Yeah.
with the Colombians.
Don't
We hold
F
grudges.
the Colombian thing, dude. Dude, Colombians are racist too. Jessie's not a full Colombian, so she's not fully racist, but
The Colombians that I know are they.
she's
yes.
sitting as close as she can to the biracial man. Let's just say
Okay,
that.
no. Whoa,
I'm
whoa, whoa.
kidding. I'm joking. They're racist against everybody, not just. It doesn't matter.
They're
They're
racist
racist against other
against
Latin
each
cultures
other.
mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly like, oh, Mexican. You called me a Mexican or a Cuban,
Well, I'm.
We're
pretty
going
s-
down
that,
now.
That goes for I think most.
and not you.
It would be like an Irishman being mad that they were called a Scotsman. It's,
He wouldn't care at all.
I guarantee you he would.
No, he wouldn't. It's just
sure he
Asian
would.
culture and
Mm.
Latin culture that cares about that stuff.
Don't think so. Let's get Conor
I
McGregor
found
on
it.
the phone.
I'm sorry. I was,
He wouldn't care.
He
He can call him whatever he
definitely
wants. He's not gonna.
Nah.
Yeah.
Shouts out to his whiskey though.
would.
I'm
Have you ever
sorry.
had it? Oh yeah, you tried to bring it over one night. We had it.
I did bring it over one night. I didn't
I
try.
don't think I tried it.
No, you didn't.
I don't drink
You don't
liquor.
drink. You don't drink liquor. Not speaking for you, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I just don't want to. I don't want to try it and be like, "That's horrible," because
It's not.
all liquor is.
'Cause
You know,
it's-
yeah, it's
it's
a bad
not.
review. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
It's actually a really good Irish whiskey. You know what I mean? It's got flavor to it. Because
Is it the best?
celebrities when they try to make liquor, sometimes it's not. It's actually a
Chris
respectable
Young
Irish
made
whiskey.
tequila.
Who?
Chris
Are you
Young.
gonna drink it
Who?
No,
Chris.
for your
who?
birthday or next birthday?
I might.
I could ask a fourth time, but Chris who?
Chris Young.
Lost me there. Should I ask a fifth time? Who's that? Is that a country singer?
Yeah.
What is
I was
Houston,
in his
Texas?
music video.
Has anybody ever heard of
Come
Houston?
on. Do I get points there?
What's
How do I know that?
Or Houston? How do you say Houston,
Houston?
Texas?
I don't know.
Shouts out
Houston?
hey, sorry.
What?
My bad. You said Texas, didn't you? My bad.
Yeah, Ryan's from Houston
My
or
bad.
something.
He's
okay.
just Southern in general.
But the I'm not trying to cut. No.
No, go for it. I'm
Whiskey.
waiting for you.
Hold on. Can I speak? I'm just kidding. Sorry.
When I'm not in the middle of a sentence, yes.
I can't help. I'm
That's
just
rare. You're usually
When I'm in the
rambling
pau-
on.
Yes. Nobody can see you guys. I've got the
Yeah.
damn notebook
I got a
here with all the
million
damn
questions
topics.
about
Kid listens to him.
But
Me?
If you type in-
Nobody, because you mofos are too busy interrupting me. Not you. Her right now. Too busy interrupting me for me to ever get a point across. And when y'all aren't, Zuckerberg interrupted my live stream trying to cost me dollars again.
two things.
You had something to say,
Ethan,
Ryan?
You would be great
I
at
interrupted him.
public speaking because you slam your hands. Have you ever seen The Office?
He should be a politician.
Has anyone seen The Office out there? The episode where Michael Scott and Dwight they preach.
I'm going to break my wrist
If-
if I do it too hard.
I'm not gonna do it anymore, but somebody
I'm
catches
gonna
on
t-
out there.
Dude,
Somebody caught on.
Next episode, I'm coming out with my wrist
Somebody
taped
caught
up.
on. That would be
Need to
good.
get you like a gavel.
But the Steve Harvey, it's on YouTube, so I've never directed this before.
What is it?
But if you could
Shall I
please,
pull it up?
Stop beating
if
around
you
the bush. What
if
is
you
it?
could please pull up on YouTube.
The fans
I'm
are
not beating around the
waiting.
bush, I'm getting there. It's called Bruce. It's Steve Harvey Family Feud Bruce Smith, and it's just something Bruce Smith said during. Have you guys watched Family
Who's
Feud?
Bruce Smith again?
He's a former NFL player, Hall of Famer. I don't know who he played for. Way before our time. I mean, you make that face, but you know who he was.
Hmm?
He was like, huh?
No, I made that face just like,
Who's
how's he
Bruce
an
Smith?
NFL? Like, how would I have known who he was if he's a, NFL Hall
No,
of Famer?
yeah,
that
no,
you don't
I've-
even know who
I
he
don't
was.
even know
Like,
who he
I
was.
wouldn't know.
No. Oh, well, you might.
What
bro.
happened? No, I don't know.
It's just
Oh,
something he
we're
said.
about
Yeah,
to find out.
yeah. we
You
can
know
watch the
NFL better
video.
than I do, I think.
If Captain Hook
Thank you.
was moonlighting as a handyman, he might replace his hook with what tool?
A hammer.
Try again.
A penis.
Tell me the age a kid is too old to sleep with a tape. What he said?
Watch his reaction. Let it play.
Let's start this again.
He said a penis. Hang on, let's play back.
What would Captain Hook replace his hand with?
Let's play this back really quick.
Was moonlighting as a handyman, he might replace his hook with what tool?
A hammer.
Try again.
A penis.
Tell me the age a kid is too old to sleep with a tape. What he said?
red?
If
Why
he
is
was
that
a
one of the
handyman.
answers?
It's
I
just
don't
random
know.
answers, you know. Just
Wow.
hammer was one of them. I don't know.
Well,
But-
replacing it with a hammer makes perfect sense. Red, and the other one was totally
true,
dumb.
true,
Look at the
but-
other one. Go back again.
But
One more
his
time.
his answer though was just
I would much rather replace my hand with a penis than a
What?
red. I mean, really? What are you going to do with a red?
no.
What
Okay,
the fuck is that?
Okay, I don't think
A
that's
linebacker? You want to
Okay.
put a linebacker on your hand?
No,
What are we
no,
talking about?
no. They get asked 5 questions. That's the first That's the first question's answer is a hammer. You have to give something else, and then they move
Okay.
on to another
Perfect.
question.
Oh, okay. I didn't
My
even
bad.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh, red! What's a red on my hand?
I'd definitely do a penis.
A cheddar?
I'd way do a
Cheddar?
penis over a red.
Like a cheddar, he's got a piece of cheese on his second hand.
Right?
A big
A
chunk.
linebacker.
After like 6 months, it's all moldy and shit.
A foam 7.
Okay, can we just play it one more time? Because this is just
Yeah,
this
but
was weeks ago
there's
too.
still...
but-
No, I've seen this show before. Though. Pause it.
He might replace it.
I've seen this show before, and I
Yeah.
think you have too.
But this
And
is
normally-
a different part.
Different segment, I guess.
Yeah, they don't always do it that way. This is like a
Like a
final
new
death
Family
thing.
Feud?
No, it's just like there's different stages in the game.
Yeah, this
Okay,
must be a
okay.
lightning round or something like
Yeah.
that because this
Yeah,
is not the
'cause
way
you
that
got
normally
two
they do it. You've got
choices.
like
But the
all
point
the
is,
answers,
the point
and
is,
which
yeah.
one you pick is
But why did Bruce Smith, out of all
Why
things
would he
that
go
popped in his
from
head,
a
that's the
hammer to a penis?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the key to focus on here.
Like a wrench?
I never saw the red or the
A
cheddar. I never got that far.
screwdriver?
Yeah, but why that? You know, as a male man, like
That's
what is
incredible.
what? Why? You know,
Just
what
one
was
more
his-
time.
and Steve Harvey, his reaction was just so priceless. You know, it
Because
was
he was
so
just
honest.
moving on with the game.
Yeah, it was just so
He's
honest.
like,
Like,
wait,
Like, he
what
didn't
the
even
fuck did you
process.
say?
what did you just? What the hell you just?
If Captain Hook was moonlighting as a handyman, he might replace his hook with what tool?
A hammer.
Try again.
A penis.
Tell me the age a kid is too old to sleep with a what? He said.
He moved on to the next question.
He did. And the top answer for that was 7. Said a penis.
That's funny.
Look at their faces.
I'm gonna fucking break my TV screen with my microphone stand.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me check who won Richmond. I mean, yeah, Richmond. Anybody win Richmond yet?
Hang
Do
on,
we have any
Mike.
comments?
Yeah. Chat.
Is anybody watching? I haven't heard a single
Nah.
shout out to anybody watching. That's Ryan's job tonight, but he has completely failed us.
Hang on.
No, don't worry about it now. It only
Perception.
shows one at a
Depth
time.
perception here.
I was saying, don't worry about it now. It only shows one at a time. I just
Corey
assumed that-
Lawrence.
Thanks, Corey Lawrence, our most recent viewer. We need the ones the longest viewers. What we need, the ones that tune in at the beginning. The
Ooh.
what? Did you look up the NASCAR race? Brad Keselowski won.
2, 19, 22, 3, 9.
What?
Yeah.
Michael
Top 5
Chapman's watching.
finisher.
What did you say? Do that again.
2, 19,
Okay.
22,
Who was that?
3, and 9. Thank you, Michael Chapman. Top 5 at Richmond.
Shout out Michael Chapman. He's coming next. Maybe midweek episode. Chapman's coming on. He's bringing a mullet on the back of his head. This episode is sponsored by Sarah K. Speed Shots. Now Ryan's looking intensely at the screen.
I have bad eyesight, so you got to work with me here now.
All right.
He's trying so hard to read the comments.
Don't
got
worry
it
about
on
the
your
comments now.
phone,
Yeah, yeah.
dude.
Yeah, we'll be hearing ourselves back here in about 5 seconds from now. All right, everybody. It's been a fun episode. Ryan, hand me that third hot sauce bottle right now. We're doing it. We're juggling hot sauces.
Kyle Busch finished 6th.
Yeah, he sucks.
Bummer.
All right.
Are you for real about to do this?
Whoa, hey man, this is actually.
Hey, all right. I got something about Houston, Texas. This is what I read on.
What?
It's not about Houston, Texas. I read people on Facebook all the time. There'd be like a race-related post talking about like somebody said something racist, and somebody always has to comment. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, and I never even knew color was a thing until it's like
That's not Texas.
it's just people blabbing about their fucking hometown when it doesn't fucking matter.
Ah, okay.
I grew up in this, and I didn't even know what a black person was or a white person was until I saw a movie that said. It's like, okay, can we just stop for a second? Like, I understand that you weren't racist when you were a kid. Hopefully nobody's racist now. But let's just. I grew
As
up in
somebody-
Atlanta, Georgia. I never even heard of racism until I came out here to.
I had somebody at work
Just
tell me
stop.
that. I had a white.
No, it's every person's a white person, and they're like trying to. It's like they're trying to make up.
always a white person.
They're like
saying
trying.
that.
They did something racist when they were a kid, and they're like they're like trying to cover it up. They're like their Facebook comment on some stranger's post, like, I don't know, I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, and I never even knew what racist was. I love black people. It's like, okay,
I got told that at
Why don't
work.
you pipe down? Okay, you know, just
from a woman from Indiana.
right. They're
You
always
know?
trying to like.
And I was like, that's from the north. I
Like
was
you're going out
Yeah.
of your
And she
way
dropped-
to make
she-
a post on a random person's thing about how the fact that you were never racist. It's like, what are you making up for here? Like,
But on
what?
top of that, she dropped the N-word in the sentence to me with the hard ER.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, and I looked at her and I'm like,
I'm from Indiana. I've never seen a. It's like
that's exactly almost how she worded it. She was like, no, I've never been a racist before. And I was like, first off, I won't name drop her.
The fact that you would-
You know, never.
I'm uncomfortable having
Don't
this
ever,
conversation.
don't ever say that word in my presence again. You know, like
Yeah.
I look
I'm
behind me.
49%
Yeah,
black,
I
lady.
look-
I will come at you.
48.5. I'm just kidding.
Shit, my
No,
bad.
I'm just kidding.
Did you do like
Sorry.
an Ancestry.com
I
thing?
went-
Oh my god.
I over blacked him
Yes,
there for a
actually,
second.
I have that. Thank you. Yes, I actually have that. Yeah.
Oh,
I do, yeah.
really?
Well,
Did
you have
the spit
the
swab.
government
and
has your DNA now. That's good. Okay, what else?
everything. I lost my train of thought there. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
No, but that's pretty much what she said, and I was
No
like,
crimes for you.
you know, and I looked at her, I was just like,
Yeah.
needless to
Racist,
say, I don't have
racist
too much
pig.
conversation
That's what you should
with
have called her.
anymore. Yeah, I don't talk to her too much anymore.
That
But you know,
is incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you? And she said it just like so
Off the tongue.
nonchalant, like
That's
it
what
was
I'm saying.
just
The only people
normal.
that say it are like the people that are like, it's like the new age version of, I'm not racist. I got a black friend. It's like if you say
yeah.
that whatever elementary school you went to that you never knew what racism was, automatically you're like a fucking saint. I'm tired of it. If you're a white person, stop with the, I grew up in, you know,
Houston did.
Milford,
Doesn't
New York,
matter.
and yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
grew
I don't care if you grew up in Houston, Texas. Ryan does, but I do not, and I don't care how racist or not it was. I don't need your random fucking Facebook comment about nothing. You know, none of them are necessary. But anyway, yeah, I just thought it was coincidental. I wrote it down for a reason, just because I thought it was like I literally read two of them in a row.
Yeah.
It was like some racially conflicted post. And the first two comments were white people like, I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. And the other one was like, I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'd never even seen racism until... It's like, okay. Well, clearly
from
you had your fucking eyes closed for 20 years.
You're from
Shut
Alabama.
up. Sit down.
What
you
are
know.
you talking about,
I don't care if you're from Boston. You're going to see it. You're
No,
going to
true,
at least
but I'm
know what it
saying
is. You're going to see it on the
Alabama
TV, on the
is
news.
Alabama is one of
The most
Yeah, well,
historically
yeah, of
racist.
course. I'm just saying, you're going to see it
Makes
on the
no
news and all
sense.
this kind of stuff. Like, you just don't play this whole, I don't even know what it was till a couple years. It's like,
Shut up.
this was everybody else, never me. Like, yeah, I'm sure you were never racist, but you don't need to, like, apologize for it
Yeah.
on a Facebook post for
Well,
nothing you never did.
Well, and the fact
Nothing
that you're
you ever
saying
did, I
like,
guess, would be the...
oh, I've never seen racism. It's like, no, you haven't not seen it.
That's what
you're
I'm
just
saying.
not aware of it.
You just had your
fucking
eyes
idiot.
Not
closed for
wanted to
fucking
see
18
it.
Yeah,
years
you're
because
not acknowledging
you're
it.
too
It's
stupid.
The difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got family in Texas. That are
damn white
racist.
people.
Do you,
you
have
know?
family in Texas, Ryan?
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
My whole dad's side of the family's in Texas.
Where'd they grow up?
Wow, that
But-
is shocking to me.
What?
This is brand new
Here,
news.
I'm about to make a
Where-
connection here.
See, the weirdest part for me is the fact that they now have a football team, and yet you still root for the Dallas one.
That's my dad's team, so I got to do what my dad does. I mean,
My dad's a Miami Dolphins fan because,
fair
no
enough.
offense, Dad, he's a loser.
But my dad adopted me.
I'm a
so,
Tennessee
you know what I
Titans
mean?
fan because
Okay,
I
that's
was a
fair.
loser, and then I had one good year.
Yeah,
So
I had to be a Dallas Cowboy fan.
that was
but
last year, not this year.
Patrick Mahomes is from Tyler, Texas, the Chiefs quarterback. Very small town in Texas. It's from the same town my dad and pretty much my mom, my pa, my cousins are all from. Very, very small.
Can we get a
very
Texas
small.
tab? Can we get a Texas tab?
Tyler,
Thank you.
Texas. Shout out to Pat Mahomes. And I'm
If
not even
me
a
and you
Chiefs
say
fan.
Texas, it doesn't count.
Javante.
Only when Ryan says Texas do we hit
Yeah,
the tab.
we need like a tally.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, come on.
all right,
There would be a
we're gonna
million
start-
tallies right there.
That's
I'm
what we're
sorry.
gonna do next week. We're gonna have like a tally list for every.
Next
time.
week, I'm
Good.
also going to tell you about the terrorist that I had living next door to me in
Oh, that's a
Branderville.
great story.
Yep.
That's
And
gonna
it's
be
real.
good.
Why do we have to wait? I can't wait that long.
It's 11:30, Ryan.
I don't
You
give
talked
a-
about Texas for 49 minutes.
Talk
Shout
about
out
it for
to
50.
to Shakira, who was born in the same town as my
She's
Dad.
Colombian. She's got a great butt. She's sexy. We love her.
She's
Love you, Shakira.
fantastic.
She probably
Yeah.
has beautiful feet too. Now that I'm. Just,
Oh my
you know,
God.
Asian
getting
foot
old.
bonding. Let's end it on
no,
Asian foot bonding.
No,
I
no,
should've
no,
said
no,
that
no,
name
no.
first.
All right,
Shakira?
next week we will open on Asian foot bonding.
Shakira did things to me growing up. She was.
Yeah, women from
mercy.
Bogota are next
She did
level.
something to me at the Super Bowl. I remember that. But
Absolutely, she did.
I actually
I'm
didn't
getting
see
hot
that.
just thinking about it. I even
Sorry.
had no hot sauce. Hand me that. Where's the hot sauce bottle?
They're
We're doing
literally
it.
right in front of you.
The third one. Forget
we
about
established that
it.
was
Ryan failed me.
No, that was my hot
It's in
sauce
your-
bottle. So
it's in your
if
cup
you-
holder.
If you break it, then
Don't even worry about it now. He's worried about his hot sauce.
no. But I'm just if you.
All
you
right,
haven't
let's
even,
do it.
You gotta
All right,
try
folks.
it. You know what?
Love you all. See you episode 33.
Try it. You have to try it
Asian
first.
foot bonding. What was the other one? All kinds of shit. Asian foot bonding.
Oh my God, we're falling apart.
Oh, terrorist next door story.
Oh yeah.
I grew up with a terrorist that lives next door to my house. He tried to poison us. Well, I'll get into it. Love you all. See you maybe during the week with Michael's mullet. Maybe next week without it or with it.
Oh.
Peace out, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Love you all.
It's dangerous.
Hit that button, Ryan. Producer Ryan that's just trying to throw hot sauce at me right now for no reason.
Oh bless.